I'm very proud of how tonight went. I can proudly say that I successfully led the first blindside of Survivor Season 3, which is very exciting. I feel bad that we blindsided Jacob, but you know, the decision had to be made, and now I know that I can trust Jack and Zara. I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to pull through tonight, but they did. I feel bad that Victoria is a little bit confused about what happened, but that's just the game we're playing, so I'm excited for our next challenge.
I think read to majority means like...
Yeah, they read till they got to the majority. We don't know what the last vote was.
That like it's
the
like
last...
pre-selected. Like I think it like
I mean, they tallied votes. They just read for the most drama.
No, exactly. So it's
but like, I don't really think it matters how she voted. She said she was confused about what happened. So.
I think
We're on the fourth floor. What was that? It's like that. I know, it's okay. Oh my god.
Well, I'm happy I wasn't voted out because I was starting to doubt Kate and Jake. I know Victoria definitely voted me out, so I do kind of have to keep an eye out for that, like, moving forward. Not really sure what my game plan is, but I know for now that me, Jake, and Kate are teaming up together, so that kind of sucks for Victoria.
So as you saw, I voted for Zara, so I'm pretty blindsided by this. I don't know why they would think voting out Jacob would be the best move, because I don't know her. Maybe Kate knows her from something else and decided to pull what's his name, Jack, into it to vote Jacob out. I feel like Jacob was the best one in the challenge when it comes to like that athletic aspect, getting us like to and from the challenges, like pulling the water bucket. So I feel like he might have been our best aspect for like the athletic part of the challenges if they go like that going forward. So I feel like we might be back here again because of that. I don't think voting him out was the best move, especially for somebody we don't know. And because I was outside the vote, maybe I might be the next one. But I do see Jack around campus a lot, so I might pull him on my side. And I don't know if anybody banked their vote because they only read out 3.
I mean, I feel like the vote went exactly according to plan. It's just like I wasn't mentally prepared for like the tension of the room afterwards. It's like awkward now. But also, like, they read 4 votes. We don't know what the 5th vote was. That makes me assume that Victoria banked her vote. Being too confident, I guess. Either they didn't read and she voted Zara, or she banked her vote. Either way, I think that makes for an easy next go if we lose. But we'll see how things go. We'll see how things change.
Still recovering from tribal council because I was blindsided. Like I'm still trying to find like a logical reason why voting Jacob out was the best move, because honestly, like, Jacob was the most athletic member on the tribe. Why, for somebody who helped us very much in the challenge, see him as the biggest threat to vote him out first? Like, some girl that we all thought we didn't know who this was, to come into the tribe late and not at the challenge, to vote her out. But obviously someone must have known her, and it's probably Kate who knew her, or they had a relationship prior, or Zara reached out to her and was trying to get votes to be on her side and she pulled Jack, or vice versa, that Zara reached out to Jack and pulled Kate. Because I don't see a way why Zara is still here and not Jack. I mean Jacob. I'm definitely gonna talk to Jack because he's I see him a lot and he's very friendly, and probably pull him on my side.
I also forgot to mention, I talked to Jack about what I found out about Kevin from the Clubs tribe, and I told him about my idea to tell somebody on the Diamonds tribe about it and try and form an alliance there. And he agreed it was a good idea. He agreed that it was definitely concerning that Kevin used to be a game designer and he knows the game so well. He agreed that Kevin was a threat. So we decided that we're going to talk to Mia, who's on the Diamonds tribe. She lives either on Jack's floor or in his building. I can't remember which one. And I think we're going to talk to Eliza from the Diamonds tribe too, because I talked to her at our little like meet and greet. She seemed really nice. We have some mutuals. And I think she might be in an alliance with Mia. I don't know. Jack said he saw the two of them looking for idols together. So we think that we can trust the two of them. We're probably going to talk to them after the challenge on Sunday and let them know. And hopefully we get an alliance out of that. I don't know. I think it would be a strong alliance if we did do that.
So tomorrow is our next challenge and I'm really excited about it. I'm feeling a little bit nervous because we're going to have our new member of our tribe and I'm not really sure how that dynamic is going to work, but I'm hoping he fits in pretty well just because it would be really great to have like a super unified tribe that works well at challenges, especially like going into the merge. Like we'll definitely have an advantage if we have a lot of our team members who are there. But yeah, I'm feeling really excited. I'm hoping the risk versus reward challenge somebody else does it because I don't really want to put a target on my back, but yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be great.
So it's currently Saturday, one day before the challenge, and there have been a few things that have happened. First off, these individual like meetings that I've tried to set up with people from my tribe, just kind of talk to them. They kind of seem to be deflecting me a little bit. They just keep saying, oh, I'm busy and I can't do that, especially Ryan, who I was planning on meeting with today, and then last night he suddenly had to cancel. So I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because, you know, we're all busy. But this morning, I suddenly think otherwise because I met with Michael from the other tribe, who, by the way, lives across in the same cluster as me in Harbin 6. So he's first off, he's very much open for an alliance, which would be great if I can get to merge. But for the time being, he said that my tribe was the one who got the risk reward. I initially did not think that they're the ones that got it because they all seem to be super happy, and I would have thought that, oh, if they went for risk reward, there would be some conflict in this tribe. It turns out that's not the case. They got it, and they're the ones who, and they like shared it with the whole tribe. So now that explains why they're super happy together, because they have this advantage, and they're one big happy four group.
I'm doing some homework right now, and I just got a text from Kate asking us if we want to get coffee before the challenge tomorrow. I haven't really spoken to her since the tribal, because, you know, I was kind of blindsided, didn't really want to speak to her, sorry, but I did see Jack yesterday. We did talk for a bit, and we were trying to meet, and I thought he was just like meant me and him, and if that was the case, I would have, you know, talked to him about, you know, what are the intentions of the tribe, but I guess it's gonna be all four of us if everybody agrees before the challenge to meet. I'm gonna respond by saying yeah, because I think we should, you know, better communication for the next challenge before so we don't, you know, lose again. But yeah, another update.
All right, walked by the cemetery last night. I saw this, and I'm pretty confident it's an idol as it says Survivor on it, but I had to be quick, show where it was, made sure I walked by here tonight, because also kind of weird, don't want to just search in that area, but I'll open it in a little bit when I'm more hidden, but I think I have something good.
Congratulations, you found a hidden immunity idol. When played a tribal council, any votes cast against you will not count. Last opportunity to play this idol is at Final 5 Tribal Council. Listen. Oh, that's so cool. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Yeah, pretty good position to have this. I'm definitely not going to tell anybody about this ever. No need to do so. I'll probably keep looking with the tribe, but just got to have an eye out for these things. That simple. That's how I found it. I saw it. I was like thinking maybe I'll check it, and then I was like, no, I'll just check it the next day when I'm not with my tribe. And then now I have no reason to like be paranoid and look, so good job to me, I guess.
I just came across another member of the club's tribe.
Yes. We just happened to come across each other at Eppie's, and the challenge is tomorrow. And so
Today,
actually it's actually today. And there's a lot going on, a lot of different moving pieces, but I feel really good. I feel like we got a really strong tribe. And worst comes to worst, I don't know.
We aren't like positive what's gonna happen if we lose. We have kind of bounced a couple ideas.
We bounced a couple ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
The problem of God bond goes deep
100%,
between us.
100%.
Between us.
Okay, so our second challenge is in a little less than an hour. Some updates on the week. Idol hunting, nothing. I searched for like 4 to 5 hours, couldn't find anything. We'll see what's at the challenge today. Maybe there'll be a clue or some kind. I need to talk to my team to figure out what we want our plan to be for the risk versus reward, because we do have somebody sitting out. I've been trying to finesse it all week so that somebody that I'm working with on my tribe can get this advantage. The last week's one wasn't insanely impactful. I feel like this week's one could be a clue to an idol though. So I'd like one of my allies to have it so that they can show me, but I don't think I can go again this week.
Hey guys, it's me and Victoria. Jack is not here yet. Zara can't come today, and we voted Jacob out. Jack is on his way. He woke up late. He's heading over, supposedly. But what if we just walk into the challenge, just the two of us? That's gonna be so intimidating. Oh my god, there's Jack.
Go for it. All right, come on in, guys. All right, guys, first order of business, have your box fine. Today's challenge. It's a bit of a balancing challenge. So, it's going to be one person on one tribe versus one. We'll have multiple rounds. You'll be first to 5 points. How you'll earn a point is every person who's playing will have a block balanced on a paddle like this. And you will be trying to knock the other people's blocks onto the paddle onto the ground. The first one to 5 points will win. You're only allowed to knock other people's paddles and arms, no other body parts to be involved. And we do have another risk versus reward in this challenge. If you want to explain that,
If at any point the first person to voluntarily before your round starts to step out of bounds will get the back.
That means you'll be out of that round. Your team will not get a point, but you will get a potential. You'll get a pass. Bit of a balancing challenge. So it's going to be one person on one tribe versus one. We'll have multiple rounds. You'll be first to 5 points. How you'll earn a point is every person who's playing will have a block balanced on a paddle like this, and you will be trying to knock the other people's blocks off of their paddle onto the ground. The first 1 to 5 points will win. You're only allowed to knock other people's paddles and arms, no other body parts to be involved. And we do have another risk versus reward in this challenge.
If at any point the first person to voluntarily before your round starts just step out of bounds will get the risk reward package.
I can see that because I'm gonna be part of the strike.
Where we have to set up. Alright. Everybody's ready. Round one, start. Start. Alright. That's 1 point for clubs. Alright, survivors ready? Round 2, start.
Come on, Devin.
Alright.
You got this. Look on.
Yeah, if you block balls over, you should put it back up. A lot slow of a round here. Alright, survivors ready? Round 3 starts. Very slow going this round. Round 4. Survivors go.
Go, Carter.
Alright, so that's 3 clubs, 1 diamonds, 0 spades. Alright, survivors ready? Round 5, go. Alright, this is round 6. Survivors ready? Let's go. Now we're going straight in.
Yeah, Victoria! Stay safe.
Oh! Victoria, clubs get their 4th point. Go. Alright, score is 4-1-1. Clubs can get themselves safe from tribal right here. Alright, round 7. Start.
It's okay. It's okay.
Alright, clubs can still get themselves safe this round if they win. Survivors ready? Go. It's like I got clubs now.
Watch your block.
Watch out, don't tip, Lizzie.
We're at 4-3-1 right now. Alright, round 9. Survivors ready? Go.
Watch.
Oh, Victoria won! They win. Yeah, so they win.
Round 10. Survivors ready? Let's go.
Jack, you gotta move. Jack, you gotta move. He's going for you.
Clubs are out of this round once again. 3 rounds in a row. One point left. All right, round 11.
They're catching up.
Survivors go.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh,
No, wait.
Ryan's dropped first. Spades coming back. You guys are still in this. We're 4, 4, 3. The other two tribes can still win it right here. Ready? Let's go. 12, go. All right, good job, Clubs Tribe.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Diamonds can win it all right here and send Spades back to Tribal Council this weekend. Round 13, go. Diamonds got to 5 points. Diamonds are safe at Tribal, and unfortunately, Spades, you had a great challenge. You did super well, but you're going back to Tribal Council tonight. What was happening there at the end?
I think it comes down to dynamics. Obviously, like, everybody here is smart, so they know they don't want us winning the challenge immediately and then have it going one-on-one, because that's harder. So it makes sense for both the other tribes to team up to get themselves points while we're stagnant.
Spades, how do you feel about how you did today?
We gave a good effort. I think it's very evident. I think no one would disagree that we are probably the least physically athletic team here.
And we're also down a member.
Yeah.
Constantly.
We gave a good effort. We're going to Tribal again, which sucks. But you know what? We tried.
Yeah, I mean, with that one extra point where you guys had to sit out of a round, who knows what would have happened. All right, Clubs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a clue for the meeting idol at some point?
No comment.
Okay.
Good job, good effort today. Everybody did very well in this challenge. Everybody had a shot, and yeah, got your buffs. And we'll see y'all next Sunday, and we'll see you guys later tonight.
I'm just filming. I know something's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm just here.
Maybe open that later. Don't give them a little bit of a poker face. You can come back like
Okay.
We just lost. It's pretty frustrating because I feel like we all tried our best, but being down a member, especially them voting Jacob out, who really could have helped this challenge, and Zara not even being here again, but they kept her on the tribe for the vote. It's a little frustrating. Me and Kate tried pretty hard on this challenge. You'll probably see Jack, he tried, but I mean, he's like, no offense to Jack, he's no comparison to like Ryan or Aiden on the other tribe. They're just bigger guys than him. It's not his fault, but we had to rank him #1, like physically athletic, and it's a little frustrating. I know he tried his best, but it was kind of hard, and I was able to get the guy out, so it's like, it's okay. You know.
I think we did really good today, even though we did come in last and we're going to Tribal again, which sucks. And I think last week the fact that Zara wasn't there didn't play a big role in us losing. I think it was just like a skill issue. I think this week missing that additional person really had a big impact on our performance. It was like neck and neck, and if we had gotten that one extra point from her being there, I think it would have been different. And unfortunately, I do think that does make the vote pretty easy tonight, especially because Zara did tell me she doesn't know how much time she'll be able to commit to Survivor, and she might be missing a lot of Sunday challenges. So I think that unfortunately makes the vote tonight fairly easy. It sucks that we have to vote somebody out again, but at least that means next challenge more people will have to sit out from the other tribes, and we won't be
outnumbered like we were today.
Okay, I think the challenge went pretty well. I think we worked together pretty well as a team. Having Carter here was, I guess, like a little bit different of a dynamic, but I mean, I think he fits in pretty well with our tribe. We mutually agreed about that Eliza would go and do the risk, and honestly, I don't really see why the other tribes didn't even go for it either, because I mean, it was pretty easy. Like, it wasn't like last time where you had to leave for a long time. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the tribe did, and I'm excited to see what Eliza's reward is if she shows it. So, thank you.
The challenge, definitely, I'm super glad we won. It went well. It was a little scary. I'm definitely feeling a little nervous considering out of 3 different rounds, I did not win one of those rounds for my tribe. However, I feel pretty confident in my tribe. I'm super proud of them. There's definitely some power players on the other tribe that won immunity. I forgot their names. However, Audrey is definitely very intense. She was winning every match, and she has the advantage from last time. So I definitely want to see that tribe go to tribal council to kind of see their tribe dynamics. But it's definitely going to be an interesting group once we finally swap.
You're good. Pretty solid effort in the challenge. We have another advantage, which Eliza's, I think, reading right now. She'll tell myself, Audrey, and Mia. I don't think she'll inform Carter. I'm not really sure he knew we have the other one or even picked that up, but that one's kind of dumb in our opinion. If like we're a stronger before, then I have the old ID, so that's going to be another thing that is in favor of our team, but again, they don't know about. Challenge is pretty good, just going to keep things sort of friendly, nothing too crazy. Yeah,
it went well. I thought I would do better than I did, but we all like messed up, so I think we're fine. I think Audrey definitely took the lead. She won most of her challenges, so she's definitely up there in like physical strength. Even though she's like small, she seems pretty strong, so excited about that. I'm excited not to be going to tribal council, so I did the risk versus reward thing where I stepped out of the challenge, so this is what I got. So I won a clue to the immunity idol. I'm excited about the clue for the immunity idol. One thing is that I'm probably just gonna share it with everyone but Carter, my team, because he's new and we sort of have an alliance without him, so I'm just gonna share it with the rest of my team. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna use the idol. So it's a clue for the immunity idol, and I can't really read the handwriting, but they're gonna send a better.
So I can't
really read that.
Beneath bows where shaders sway, where
Shadows.
maybe I can't read.
Sway. In nature's embrace, secrets lie. Seek the idol beneath the sky. The tombstone stand in silent choir.
So it's there.
In the graveyard. A sentinel, a secret shire amidst the roost. Okay, tree. It waits unseen. A roll of what does it say?
A roll of what once had been, with roots that reach both deep and high, a guardian against something's cruel pride.
So basically it's in a tree in the cemetery.
A symbol of strength, a tale
summary,
which is weird because embrace the night, lot, moonlit.
A moonlight guide to where the old and now collide, and leaves caress the tree. The treasure gleams, the survivor's hope, a dreamer's dreams.
So what are we gonna do once we find it?
Have it, I guess. Logical.
We can make a fake idol and just put that. Okay.
Well, I mean, too, no one else has any sort of.
They don't know where they're not gonna.
Unless someone like
Do you want to
already.
go look right now?
But I mean, how are we gonna divide up? Like, I was just thinking we could just share it.
I mean, like, as long as we all know that the person has it, it's not really an advantage unless we share it.
Yeah.
Because, like, if someone decides to keep it for themselves, they're a target.
Yeah, so I think it's just an advantage to keep our number.
Yeah, so I think we all hold on to it and use it, like, later on.
And especially too if there's like if there's a tribe swap or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be if there's like 2 of us
If
on
people
one
need
tribe
it,
of 6 or
we can
something.
give it. Yeah.
So
Well,
cool.
that's if we can find it.
It'll be easy.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
Are we sure it's this one and not observatory?
Are there other graveyards? Like, what? There's another graveyard in the observatory.
Maybe in that pouch. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be.
I don't think it's in that tree.
So then, yeah, I feel like it has to be just that big one up here, or we're in the.
Hi, it's Zahra again. Today we had another challenge, which again unfortunately I couldn't make it due to other commitments, and unfortunately my team Spades lost again, so we're going to tribal again. It's just a repetition of like last week. I've talked to my teammates. Victoria seems to be annoyed with me, which is fair because she told me that they lost one of the challenges, or like they weren't allowed to participate because they were down a team member.
I think we showed to the other tribes that we're not going down without a fight, and we can still do really well when we're down one person, because Zara wasn't able to come again. Unfortunately, I think that the fact that Zara wasn't there does make her a target for tonight's vote. I know that for a fact, actually. I know we're all voting her. She had internship training today, so she couldn't come, and she told me that she doesn't think that she's going to be able to come to any challenges as long as they're on Sundays, and she wanted to see if we could get the time of challenges moved, which I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see a way that that's realistically going to happen. Last week I didn't want to vote her out because I didn't think her being out was the reason we lost. I think the reason we lost was because we weren't communicating as a tribe, and because Jacob wasn't really a team player, which is why I wanted to vote him out. And I stand by that decision. I don't regret the decision I made to vote him out. But this week, I do really feel like we lost because Zara wasn't there. There was one round where we didn't get to compete for a point at all because we were missing one person. And in a game where when you're playing to 5 points, not having that 1 point makes a massive, massive difference. Also, Jack referred to me as the leader of the tribe today. I never wanted to say that I thought of myself as a leader of the tribe because I didn't want to sound too cocky, but I kind of naturally took that role because Jack and Victoria are freshmen, Jacob was a freshman, and Zara is also a junior, but she hasn't been to any challenges, so you can't really be a leader if you don't show up.
Okay, so we just finished the second challenge. Clubs took the W on that one. We got first place again. I think we did really well. We really played to each other's strengths and work really well as a team together. I will say it makes me nervous. The Diamonds took the risk reward challenge and stepped out of the box to get the clue or get the paper, which we think was a clue to the immunity idol. So Ava, me, and Michael did a little bit of stalking after the challenge, and we followed Diamonds, and they were looking around in like the trees above the cemetery near like Healy, and we think they're looking around for the clue as a team, for the idol as a team, which is like a little weird because if they find it, like it's just gonna get messy. But so we think we know where it is. We don't know if they found it or not, but we might go look later and see if there's anything there.
I'm concerned about the other tribe holding all of the advantages because obviously I'd like to have a little bit of information. I know that her name is Audrey, I'm pretty sure, has that tribe swap advantage. And then I think think it's a different girl. She got the second advantage, which I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a clue to the idol. That's kind of what I'm assuming. I don't know what it could be. I could ask Ryan again like last week, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I don't want to make him feel like I'm just using him for information.
We went on a really long idol hunt. We did not find it. We checked the cemetery on like the Georgetown campus, and we went to the Georgetown Visitation Cemetery. Was not there. However, we agreed as a tribe that like when we find it, like we're gonna share it.
Did Carter come with you on your idol search?
Yes, he did. Which is a little like because we like he asked about the last challenges, risk and reward, and he was like, oh, like who got the last one? And like we all just kind of stood there awkwardly in silence for a few seconds, and so I was like, oh, I don't think there was one. And everybody was like, yeah, this is like new. And I was like, yeah, they mentioned it last time, but there wasn't one last time. Like this was the first one.
We got him good.
And our tribe was also talking about if we like tribe swap, like we want to team up with y'all to take out the clubs. I feel like I said that. But basically,
I like that idea though.
Yeah, because like my tribe does not really like the clubs. They're too good at challenge. They're like making themselves out to be too good at challenges.
Exactly. And Kate wanted me to talk to you and Eliza.
Okay.
About like the clubs tribe.
Yeah.
And like how like they're dangerous, especially Kevin.
Yeah. No, I'm so down. Kevin gone. Sorry, Michael. I love Michael.
But Ava's not feeling a threat compared to like Kevin, like Michael.
Yeah, I mean Ava is a threat. Let's be so honest. She's kind of a Queenslayer, but
but like no one else.
She's not a threat to us because she won't be voting us out.
I'm pretty frustrated because I know our tribe could have done better. We lost one because Zara wasn't there, and just we had to sit out one of the rounds because we were down a member and we couldn't put somebody in her place. So you already lost to that. And then Jack, we ranked him number 1 because it was like comparatively for the group, but our number 1 Jack was just not compared to their number 1s of Aiden, Spencer, and the other guys. Like, and it's not his fault. Like, it's honestly not his fault. But I mean, when I went up against Spencer, I was able to knock the block off. I don't think it was too difficult. Nor Kate saying that because we weren't the most physically demanding tribe that we lost. I don't think that was the case. It's frustrating because I know we could have won if Jacob was still in the tribe, you know. But Kate wanted to keep Zara for no reason because she felt pity on her. Like, I get it, but do you want to win or not? And like, you can't win being pitiful against people. Like, it doesn't make sense. And now she's saying she's gonna vote for Zara now, but like we could have came in second instead of losing again if we stop having pity on people and actually play the game.
Yeah, I was also talking to Jack after the game, and we agreed that like we are each other's closest allies, and if it came down to us going to tribal again next week, unfortunately, we would vote Victoria out because my loyalties. I think Victoria's great. We got coffee this morning for the challenge. It was so nice talking to her. I do think that my loyalties lie more with Jack, just because he was the first ally I made, and I think he's playing the social game a little bit more than Victoria is, and that I think is a very important part of this game.
In terms of the vote tonight, I feel very comfortable in it. Again, I feel bad about how we have to vote, but it's good to know that this is the second week where I'm 100% confident in how the vote is gonna go. So unfortunately, that means we're losing Zara, but it's what we gotta do.
So yeah, so I have asked my team to vote me off because I wasn't able to make it to the challenge in the morning. And if I'm still on, which they were planning to keep me on, if I'm still on for like next week, then like I also can't make it between like 8 to 1 p.m. So I just told them to just remove me. Also for tribal tonight, I won't be able to make it, and I have asked the 3 of them to vote me out because it's only fair, and if this keeps going on, I'm going to eventually be voted out, and even if we do end up like joining all the tribes and whatnot, I won't be able to commit, so it's really unfortunate that this had to happen this semester, which is my only semester on main campus, and I really wanted to be a part of this. But I guess what's not meant to be will not be. But I guess the vote tonight is really obvious because I already had a talk with my teammates. So
welcome back, guys. Second straight week. not what you want, but who you are. We had this conversation a few days ago. But who wants to start off? Let me know what went wrong at the challenge today. Why are you back here?
I think it's pretty obvious. She's not here again. We have a missing member at large.
I think we were very affected by being down one member this week. I think last week it didn't have a huge difference, but this week there was an entire round of the challenge that we couldn't participate in because we were missing a person, and I do think that had a pretty significant impact on our
It
game.
also made it a lot hard to like cycle out and like know when one person was supposed to go back in and we had like one less option than the other team. It made matchups like a lot harder to like figure out.
Yeah, so just to clarify for anyone watching this in the future, you're talking about Zara, obviously, right?
Yes.
She's not here, and she didn't make the challenge. She did not make it here tonight. Does that make your decision pretty easy? I guess we can talk openly since she's not here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it does. She even agrees with voting her.
She told us to vote for her. She said she felt really, really bad, so just vote me out at this point. I'm holding you guys back.
Okay, interesting. So you have no doubts in your mind that that's truly what's going on there, you think?
Hopefully that's what's gonna happen tonight.
Okay, perfect.
She like teleports into the room with like an idol like ring for staying.
Okay, sounds
She
good.
like just sent you like a little picture of it.
Yeah, she'll text you in her ID.
Okay. I will have you know that we have talked to Zara. She has recorded a voting action. So whether she voted or whether she banked her vote, she has let us know. So that will come into play tonight. It's up to you guys to decide, obviously, what your decision would be. But have any of you considered, if this is such a straightforward vote, banking your vote tonight?
I don't think so. I don't really see how it'll benefit us because I've gotten the sense that if Zara stays on the track, she's going to miss most of the challenges in the future. It seemed like the time of the challenge today doesn't really work for her. So this is going to be a continual problem if we don't vote her out tonight.
That makes sense. So if she's not going to be here, you guys seem to have a unity between the three of you. I guess going forward then, if it's the three of you, what happens if next week doesn't go your way either and you end up back here? Have you thought about that looking forward?
I don't want to consider that though. I don't want that to be the case.
See, like at this point, if the last two competition crew goes a little ways, we're just gonna like go right. The next one's not gonna be the same. And at that point, it's like one of the other tracks.
Yeah, that's fair. It does sound like a future problem, but obviously this season things work a little differently with the banking a vote. And while it might be a future problem, you have chances to kind of better your position in the future. So if the three of you decide, Zara's the unanimous vote, if you were working as a team, the opportunity is there for two of you to bank your vote, saving for the future. And one of you vote. I hope Zara didn't vote. Kind of, I guess, see what the decision is. But if you're not thinking about that, obviously it could be the most straightforward vote of the season. No sweat on you. Move forward into the final 13. So I guess that's where we're at. But if you haven't thought about banking, haven't thought about future challenge performances, that's just where we're at. Anyone have anything else they want to really add to the conversation?
I mean, I think moving forward, if we have another person voted out, it'll suck that we'll be down to 3 people. But I did also consider the fact that having somebody voted out as opposed to being absent makes a very significant difference in what the other teams have to do. The other teams can't sit somebody out just because somebody's absent from our tribe. It'll help to even things out a little bit next week if we have 2 people voted out instead of 1 person absent.
I guess looking back on it, would you have done anything differently in the first vote, knowing that Zara wasn't going to be here on Sunday? Would you have decided differently, or would you still have the same decision you had?
I think I stand with the decision I made. I think it was always good for our tribe unity. Because from the first challenge, I felt like there was a strong connection between the 3 of us that wasn't really felt as much with Jacob. So I do think that we made the right choice. It's just, I was thinking back a lot today. I felt a little bit silly about how we voted last week, especially because I kind of got the sense from the other tribes that they didn't think that was the right decision when they found out we voted Jacob instead of Zara. They seemed like they didn't necessarily agree with that decision. And I mean, they don't know what our tribe dynamics are like. It doesn't really matter what they think. But it had me reconsidering how the vote went last week.
Victoria, do you agree with that?
I mean, I stand with my decision for voting for Zara last time because although Jacob's attitude was for team like collaboration, but he still helped us in the first challenge, and he definitely could have helped us this challenge. And I just thought she couldn't be there for the first challenge, so I don't know how she'd be here with that. rest of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think last week I took pity on the fact that she was sick during the challenge and that's why she couldn't come. It wasn't like a prioritization thing, like she couldn't commit the time. She was sick, she like physically could not be there. This week I think it's a much different perspective because she had other commitments going on and I also know that she probably can't commit the time in the future. So I have a different perspective on her absence this week than I did last week.
Yeah. It's like the girl is booked and busy. And we need someone with a freer schedule if we want to like not continually lose.
Victoria, you mentioned that you voted Zara in the last vote. Since that's what you said, was there any, I guess, discussion between the three of you afterwards, after being on different pages, or was that kind of just something you just moved out
Yeah, neither of us actually got coffee from coffee,
but it was just like we both like got Jacob's vibe as like he's probably a nice guy. I don't want like to say like he's not a nice person, but you know it wasn't like that much team or during the challenge or during like other discussions. But you know he did help us in the challenge, and I feel like he could have definitely helped us this time, especially with like we had to stick to like the rankings and stuff. But like we had, you know, him as number one, but like comparatively to like Spencer or Aiden, it's like it's not. And even if we did have Jacobs, it's not like a comparison to like Jacobs. So like Aiden or Spencer, it's not his fault either. But it's just where we're at.
Well, you mentioned that coffee this morning. Jack, did you get the invite to that, or was that kind of?
I did, but for context, I got back home at like 2 a.m. last night, and I did not plug in my phone before I went to bed, so the alarms didn't go off. But when my mental alarm went up at 10:50,
there you go.
Perfect timing. Could have missed the challenge too, but God was on my side.
Yeah, imagine how the challenge would work today if it was just the two of us.
Yeah, it was like an open invite to everybody in the group chat.
I didn't make it. I had an alarm set and everything, but no, the phone died.
Well, if you guys have made your decision, know what you're doing tonight, I guess we'll go ahead and vote. Any final comments? Alright, sounds good. Kate, you're up. Alright, sounds good. Kate, you're up.
I'm sorry, you just can't make the time commitment. It's what our team needs.
Thank you for making it such a straightforward and easy vote tonight. Goodbye. So long. Farewell.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Zara. That's one vote Zara. Victoria. It's one vote Victoria, one vote Zara. One vote Victoria, one vote Zara. Zara. This is 2 votes Zara, 1 vote Victoria. Second person voted out of Survivor, risk versus reward. Zara. Zara, that's 3, that's enough. Please bring me your torch. Zara, the tribe has spoken. Alright, you guys stuck to your guns, stayed as a type 3. Hopefully that works out for you in the next challenge. Have a great night.